Salam, salam. This is Unity, and I'm here to do a video. I read this article yesterday on, I can't remember what site, of theroot.com, on Rachel Stewart. She's a black handmade designer. My mom contacted me, and she said that someone, it was interesting, my mom said that someone had put it on her Facebook, and she read it. My mom read it. It was interesting. But she called and she was saying, "Do I know who Rachel Stewart was?" At first, I'm like, "Yeah." At first, I was like, "Yeah," but I ain't really put two and two together. But I knew that I knew that name. So when I really start thinking about it, because she started saying something about, yeah, this person copied her earrings, and they told her they was going to take it down, but then the next week they was back up again, and mom said maybe it's the same person that did that to you. So a little later on, I waited and I went and looked the article up, and when I read it, I just felt so sad for her and bad, because it was like I was reading my story. I've been doing hand painted earrings for 7 years now. Hand painted, beaded fabric. Every now and then a photo earring. I've been doing that going on 8 years. Going on 9, it would be 9 years soon. But so when I read it, I was like, wow, because I had an incident where it was a sister, because y'all know I do Black Business Spotlights. And when I do Black Business Spotlights, I contact, sometimes I contact companies or Black owned businesses, and most of the time they'll contact me. But I was on Etsy because, you know, I'm a sucker for handmade. So I was on Etsy and I was looking at this sister work, and I'm like, her work is so dope. It was one pair that I had put in my cart and I was gonna buy. It was an image of something that I pretty sure that was in Black art history before. I didn't seen that image before, but she had hand painted it on top of wood, burned it into the wood, and I'm like, man, her artwork so dope. So I was showing, that was that day. Then the next day I had, could be a day or a week or so later, was showing a friend of mine's. I was showing her work. I was like, look how dope this sister work is. And as we looking through it, I come upon one of my images, one of my on head wrap images that she duplicated to the T. It was so done, so correct and precise. I thought I did it. That's how good that she duplicated my work. And I was crushed because I was admiring this sister work. I was admiring it. I wanted to feature her on Black Business Spotlight. And then she took my work and made it hers. And then my name was nowhere. So I contacted her. Matter of fact, let me show y'all a picture of her work. Y'all seen it? And I'm going to show y'all a picture of my work. A picture of her work and my work side by side, and you will see how she copied it to the T. All right. So once I contact her, and I was being sarcastic when I did it, I said, wow. And then she named it head wrap earrings. Mine's called on and on head wrap because I was paying homage to Badu. So I said, wow, sis. I still had an email to this day. And this, I think this happened in 2000, and I put the date because I have the email. Could be 2013 or 12 or something like that. I can't remember. So I say, sis, I love your work. I say, the interesting part, I say, you have a pair on head wrap earrings. I say, they are so similar to my original design. So she emailed me back, which I'm gonna put a, a copy of the email so y'all can see it. I just want to let y'all see how people work. Yeah, so she mainly said that someone sent her the picture, the same thing that Rachel said in her interview. Someone sent her the picture asking can she mainly create them, and she said this particular. She told me that she did it, and they kept selling, so she kept making them. People kept asking about, she kept making them. So she was like, I'm convinced. I know if y'all read it, y'all seen it. She was like, I'm convinced that this is your design. So this what I did then, because by me being an artist, and I know I shouldn't have did this. I was like, sis, you can still sell them. This what I told her then, and I wish I didn't, but it didn't come out. Nothing didn't come good out of it. I said, you know what, sis? Since you acknowledge that that is my art, I said, do me a favor. I say you can keep making them. I say just um, acknowledge that it's a Boab original design. Put a link to my website in the description box, and 10% of your sales has to you donated to the Nation of Islam or Yale Haiti. That was at the time when what happened in around that time. So Yale Haiti is not even around anymore. Something happened with that, but it was a, a charity that helped people in Haiti. It was headed by Wycliffe, but it was some stuff going on. But I used to donate to them all the time. So now, but that's so. She told me that she would look into it and she would contact me back. I didn't hear nothing from her, so I contacted her and asked her did she make her decision, and she said, "Well, I decided to just take them down." So on, so on, so on. So she didn't take them down. So what I did, I was kind of aggravated because I'm okay. You stole my art. I'm giving you the opportunity to still sell it since you making money, but acknowledge that it's my art. I'm the original designer, and give 10% of your sales because she was selling on and on earrings for $30. And I was like, give 10% of your sales, which wasn't that much for her to give. I mean, you stole somebody's art. So I'm still allowing her, and she didn't want to do it. So I contacted Etsy and they took it down. So some months later, I went to just check, just went and looked at her Facebook. I went to her website, her original website. Her name is Faces of Nubia. I don't know if I said that. She's on Etsy. I don't know if she's still on there, but she was on there. And so I went to her website. I didn't see anything, just doing a checkup. So I went to her Facebook, and this was either sometime last year, 2014, or earlier this year. And she was saying that she's moving and she's getting back to work. And when I looked, she said her new setup, see my design again. Contact her and told her she's still using. She's my them old pictures. Them wasn't old pictures. It was the date that you had just moved. She was like, them old pictures. Thanks for watching me. No, you watching me because you still in my design. So she ended up blocking me. So I'm still watching the sister because eventually I'm gonna have to probably take her ass to court, And the crazy part is I give so much on my channel, and I show when I do my create alone videos, they're not to be duplicated, and I have usually that stated in the thing because they're my original design. Let someone contact me and ask me, but the ones that the tutorials I do, like the Afro earrings and the splash earrings, them are earrings that y'all can duplicate, y'all can remake, y'all can sell, y'all can all that. But I'm starting to see a lot of people starting to duplicate some of my earrings on my website. And we can be inspired by each other. But a lot of times I'm learning now, and at first I didn't care, but I'm learning now. If this sister Rachel Stewart, she's someone that I admired for a long time, and I done seen a lot of earring designers done come in the game and they disappear and they be good, like Jewel Africa. If y'all remember her, I remember when she first started, she came to be my friend on Facebook, and then she used to just mainly sell like button earrings and candles and stuff like that. And then she would tell me how dope my earrings, and then she started creating earrings, but it was her own style, her own just her own thing. You know, it's different if we got some earrings and they could, all of them can say black is beautiful, but they different because we different people. But when you sit there and you duplicate someone else thing exactly like it is, that takes away. And I didn't realize how bad it got. This sister done worked with some of the big people, as we say, and this China company, I'm gonna put the link below so y'all can read the story. But they took her work, and her work always been kind of hip hop, black, urban, Afrocentric, always been dope. You know, I always looked at her work and I always liked, because it was her own style. She had branded very well. I love the way she took her pictures, and I think I read an article some years ago where her and her husband worked together, and he took the pictures and she was the model, and she, you know, I thought that was just so beautiful, and I always said I was going to order a pair from her, or a pair too, even if we was in the same field, because y'all know me, I do Black Business Spotlights, and it's a lot of people be in the same field as me, and I promote them. So over the years, I said I was going to buy some. I never got around to it, which I am going to support her before she take her website down, which I hate. It's to the point that she's saying that everybody's mainly duplicating her work, that she's going to have to close her shop down because it's affecting her. And, you know, when I first started doing hand painted earrings, it wasn't that many people doing it. I was one of the first people, like I'm working on this, some Queen Bee earrings now. I was the first people to bring this 3-inch unk. I Googled it. I didn't find nobody that had a 3-inch wooden unk. I was the first person, I think it was in 2010, to bring that 3-inch unk to social media. And after that, I think by 2012, I had started seeing a lot of companies, Korean companies and Asian companies on Etsy. They start duplicating a lot of the designs that was original designs from people. I had started seeing that, and I had started seeing a lot of people that really wasn't artists. They just jumped on the bandwagon as the natural hair movement, and they start creating earrings, and it just infiltrated, and a lot of the original designers disappeared. It's the same as if you an actor and you went to school to be an actor, and you was in the theater and you was doing all these Broadway shows, and then you got a lead on the show, lead in a movie, and then the reality people came along. They didn't put no work, so I could understand how people could get aggravated. And the same as she said, over the years, is so many customers didn't contact me. It's this company got your earrings on their website. This company on Instagram got your earrings. People copying you, and then sometimes it could be a person that done looked at my tutorial on, you know, my tutorial, but they also looked at my create video. My create videos is not for people to duplicate. It's just for you to watch how I create it. But my tutorials, when I show y'all how to make it, that is sometimes it just be that, because a lot it be them, and I just see and I go check it out, and it just be a person that done duplicated, you know, the tutorial videos, which I give that for them to do. But then it be someone, this the thing that really gets to me, when it's someone that duplicate an image that I done for a person wholesale, and it be their business. Like, if you look at some of the first videos, the create along videos, I think I got Tony of House of Swag. She was a celebrity stylist for some years. She was in the book Mocha. I have to look up the name. I put it across the screen. She do these dolls now. They are so dope. She make these fly t-shirts, which I done talked about her before in there. So I was making earrings with her logos from her t-shirts. People had started taking her logo, her original logo that's copyrighted, patent, that is hers, trademark, and duplicating what I done. And she'll contact me. I think one time she was like on vacation and someone contacted her and she contacted me and I contacted the company and they took them down. But you got to be careful. I mean, we see stuff online and we be inspired. We can be inspired, but we have to make sure this stuff. I mean, I done like I'm finna work on a little Disney series. It's not gonna be nothing I'm selling. It's just stuff that I'm gonna give to my nieces and nephews of black different characters and stuff like that. You know, anybody can draw Michael Jackson and people like that, but when you taking someone original art and you making it yours and that hurts them. And like I say, this stuff never bothered me, but I'm really seeing how it is starting to affect people. It's to the point people have to close down shop because that's just like one time where natural hair products, it was Talil Wajid, Miss Jessie, Mitch Chicks, Jane Carter. It was just a few Nubian hair. It was just a few natural hair companies. Now it's so many. It's so many. It's like a lot of these places used to be Carol's daughter. They used to put Carol's daughter. I used to have to order online, and it used to be kind of a lot of stuff went in stock. But I rocked with her, and then after now she done sold it, but she was one of the other ones too. Carol's daughter to Lil Wajid, Mixed Chicks, Miss Jessie's. They was kind of the first ones. And then, like I said, you had to mainly get their stuff from their website. Then after a while, you start seeing it in CVS. And after a while, you start seeing it in Winn-Dixie and Walmart and all these places. And then all these other companies start infiltrating the natural hair business. And a lot of these companies had to sell their stuff a little more cheaper because it was so much competition. It was so much competition, and a lot of these Caucasian companies and these Asian companies done took over because they done lost money from the relaxers, so they done jumped in the bandwagon for the natural hair. And it's the same with the earrings. I know at one time when you went to the World Natural Hair Show, it was a lot of handmade artists, and now the Asians done came in and they done duplicated, and they be selling them for like $1. They sell them really cheap, so it will affect. And I feel so sorry for that sister because she was one of the ones that been rocking. I've been like admiring her from afar, that she was still hanging in there with all the infiltration of everybody making these and everybody saying they're a designer. And ain't nothing wrong with you feel that way, but you can be inspired by a person. These earrings right here I'm working on, this was a picture I seen on a picture of a person that I seen on. That's what I do. I look for pictures of people, and I kind of be inspired and I create my art. But if you looked at the picture, you will see the silhouette, but you won't. But her arm was up, but on a picture, and I got both arms down. But you would never connect that to that because I created it. I made it mine, and that's the thing. Like you create, and that's why I've been kind of creating styles like these, creating a lot of things because people be duplicating your work. And like I say, y'all know me, I share, I give my tips, but don't take. I have so many and it's to the point you could watermark, you could put boabwart, you could do all that. People still do it because who's going to keep suing everybody that do it? That takes so much energy and time that you can't even create. And it's to the point where if you're a creative person, like she was saying, Rachel, I'm real creative, I could do something else. That's messed up. That sister was born to do those earrings. She's an earring creator, an earring designer. And just like Tony Daly, I'm pretty sure, I've seen a lot of people duplicate her work. She was one of the first one that started doing a lot of cutouts. I have one of original Tony Afro pick earrings that she used to hand carve. Her and the boy in the I still have those. And then as time go on, I've seen a lot of people duplicating her work, and I've seen a lot of companies duplicating the stuff that she designed. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, and then there was another artist. Her name was Beautifully E Human. Her work was so dope. It was so unique. I didn't see anybody duplicate her work, but she's gone. I don't know the reason. I know she used to do YouTube videos, but I loved her work. People would hit me up and say something like she doing hand painted earrings, but her earrings was different from mine, and I admired her work from afar. I even to the point shared her work and was finna purchase some of her work, but then her Etsy shop just recently left this year because I had put some stuff in my cart to feature some of her work on my Black Business Spotlight. Her work is so dope, was so dope, and she's gone. And there's so many other artists I didn't connect with and talk to, and it was like people not supporting because you got to infiltrate artists that's really not artists, and they'll get woods for really cheap and cut, and they will duplicate your work and sell it for $5 and $10. And if you selling your stuff for 15 and 20 and 30, and they could get it for $5 or $10, they don't. People say, "Well, I could go to them." But people put. Let me tell you about me. I put beautiful energy. I put healing energy. I put a whole bunch of beautiful energy into my work. So if you go buy that Asian man jewelry for $5, you never gonna get. I'm the creator. I'm the creator of these. You never these. You're never going to get that. No matter if anybody duplicated, I'm the creator. Just like God created me and made my nose this way, this and that. We got different fingerprints. I don't care how much you duplicate, you would never get the energy of what I put into these earrings. So if you are a designer and you do create earrings, no matter what it is, clothes, earrings, we all take little borrowed pieces from each other. But don't take it to the point that you have to shut a sister down. And this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to, if her site is still up, I'm going to go look. Go to her site and support. Support. She's one of the original, besides me, Jewel Africa. Jewel Africa came a little later. Trying to think who else. Tony. We are like we are the original ones that started doing this earring game, and I don't want to see her go. I don't want to see her go. I don't want to see her. I don't want to see Tony go. And it will get frustrating because I know one time I was listening to Tony, and Tony she was one of the first people doing the outline of the Africa earrings that I seen. I never touched those. I don't know. Like it was nothing in me that wanted that shape. I never touched those. And I started seeing it on Etsy. People start duplicating them. And then I think she said something about it. She was like, I stopped making them because those particular ones, because she had seen so many people, start duplicating. I remember she was the first one that had these earrings. It was an Africa, and it said African American on the word on Africa. She was the first one that style, and then I started seeing it everywhere. I done had artists, people that want to start making earrings, they contact me and they show me their work, and I say it's beautiful, but when I look at it, I see this person, I see that person, I need to see you. And I always give pointers like that, and tell people I can be your inspiration, you can be my inspiration, but let me see you. Because if you listen to Usher, Chris Brown, you're gonna feel a Neo, you're gonna feel Michael Jackson, but they still have their own thing. If you look at Aaliyah and Sierra, you're gonna see Janet, but you're gonna still see them. Sierra was at the time more of a crunk dancer, and Aaliyah was more, she had her own little belly roll that Beyonce and them took, and well, that's another story. But so my thing is, if a person inspire you, and I love to inspire people to bring something out of them, no matter what type of art, if it's clothes, they're creating clothes, whatever it is, bring it out and create it and make it yours. Don't take from no one else, because some people have families and all that. The white man been taking from us for so long. Now you got the Asian man taking from us, and then you got your own people taking from us. So I just wanted to do this video. It's like I think I'm missing somebody. Oh, Gemini Sunshine. I remember when she first started doing hand painted earrings. She contacted me and she was like, Unity, you inspired me to do hand painted earrings. And I remember when we first talked, she asked me what kind of gloss I use. He was like, that gloss this gloss right here. If you don't really know how to work this gloss, don't buy it, because it will mess your earrings. It had everything sticking together. She said triple thick. She was like, that's what I was using at first, but I use a couple of different ones mixed up. And she was like, that gloss make my earrings stick together. And she said I inspired her, and she hit me up, and I told her, and look, when you see her style of earrings, they are hers. Her fingerprints are all on them. I even have a couple in my Etsy cart that I'm finna purchase from her, and I already got a card. I'm feature her on Black Business Spotlight. She's doing some artwork for me, like now for my Baina. We put that across the screen. My Baina project. Y'all support my Baina project. All the ones that support, thank you, thank you, thank you. But so only thing I want to say, please don't take from people. It's just like you're stealing their art. You know, I get it now. I get it when, you know, at first I wasn't getting it. It didn't matter to me. It was too much energy. But now I get it when I start to see that this affect a beautiful sister that I inspired. This is crazy. But let me tell you, one thing I can say, I done seen people come along and they say they want to do this and do that. And it's more about, it's not sincere. And you don't see them anymore. I don't know what happened to Jewel Africa. I don't know what happened to Beautiful E Human. You know, them was two artists that was so dope. Their artwork was off the chain. To me, I was just like Rachel. Them two, and they gone off social network. I don't know if they still creating. And that's even me. I mean, I remember I did this show in 2000. Well, I did the same show. I did it in 2012, and then I did it again in 2013. I'm gonna do it again this year. And I remember people coming to my booth because it was a particular sister at the same show I was, and people get offended. Your customers, when they know that you've been doing something for long, they get offended. It was like everybody. It was like a sister in there, and this sister introduced herself. She knew exactly who I was, and her work is dope. It reminded me of my work, but she kind of had her own fingerprint. People was like, everybody copying your work, Unity. Everybody copying your work. You know, people would say that. It was 2013 at this show, and I'm gonna do this show again this year, inshallah. So my thing is, if a person inspires you, just create your art and make it yours. Don't take away, because when you take away, you take from a family, you take from babies. And I just want to send a shout out to Rachel Stewart, sis. I know this is your life, and I know this is your decision to say you're gonna pull out. But I'm gonna do my best to tell people to support you. And I love the feature on Black Business Spotlight if you don't go. But you know what's right for you. Your life is your life. You know how things rolling. If you feel like you need to pull out, do what you gotta do, sis. But I just feel like we need to fight for our rightful place. It's seniority. And these motherfuckers, excuse my language, need to respect this. Just like Erykah Badu say, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. We need to fight. We can't let Asians, our own people, or anybody take from us. You was one of the original people that started this handmade earring thing. Don't go, sis. But if you have to, do what you got to do. That's your life. But I'm here and I'm supporting you. And you inspired this video, because it's over the years I was gonna do a video just like the Face of Nubia situation and all the people that done duplicated my stuff, and I don't even see half of them no more. But she inspired this video because I'm seeing, okay, this is serious now. This starting to affect some of the OGs in this game, you know. And I know, shout out to THIERRY Baptiste. You know, he dealt with that a lot. He dealt with people taking his pictures of his lock work. He's a master loctician. I still haven't been able to get him to do these beautiful locks. But for 5 years I was sick. Now I'm feeling better. Hopefully in the next couple of years I will be in his chair more than one time so he can bless Baptiste these locks. He is so dope. He went through that a lot. People stealing his design, his pictures offline, saying that they was their work. And the thing about it, every now and then I might put in hand painted earrings, because that's what you do if that's your field and you search. But most of the time, a lot of times, my customers and supporters tell me the deal. They let me know what's the deal. I had a person contact me on YouTube, and she said she was a little old white woman. And she said, what if you know a company that duplicates everything that people do online? And I told her, those people, that's wrong. I can't remember which comment she put that under, but she asked me, she said she know a shop that duplicates everything that people online creates. That's just horrible. Plagiarism is stealing. It's like, damn, where your damn identity at, yo? You ain't got your own identity, yo? You want to take somebody else's fingerprints and make say it's yours? You doing like in that movie, what is Born? I forgot that movie with that had played in Born Identity or something like that. Dang. Don't be stealing nobody designs, yo. Dang, the Asian think they Caucasian. You think you Caucasian? That's what the Asians do. It's like they doing what the white man did. You think you Caucasian, Asian? You think you Caucasian? No, I seen that video. That little girl say, "Mama, you think you Caucasian?" All right, Pam. Fam. Shout out Richard Stewart. Salam, salam.